Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's Friday morning as I'm doing this reading. I am on the road this weekend and I will be back at my regular schedule to do readings on Sunday. I want to do this reading now before I go because the king has been hospitalized briefly as a result of his ongoing cancer treatment. I imagine he needed to be on IVs for a while. It is concerning. He is scheduled to go to Italy quite soon for a visit. The visit with the Pope has been cancelled because of the Pope's own health issues. The trip to Italy is still scheduled to go ahead. I'm just going to do a quick check-in with the new Palladini Tarot. We're going to see how he's doing, and we're going to see how worried we should be, and I'm going to move the camera a little bit, and we are going to ask how worried Prince William is. Prince William's been very busy out and about, looking very cheerful, like he's enjoying life at the moment. Clarkson's farm crowd and all of that. And we're going to ask where this is heading just for 2025. So just a check-in, just a brief check-in. A card went flying off the table, so I'm going to have to go and fetch that card now. And pause. Card that went flying is the Knight of Pentacles. That's Prince Harry. Prince Harry went flying off the table. I am intending anyway to do a reading on Prince Harry and how he feels waking up to the news that Pa has been hospitalized. He hasn't seen Pa since the cancer diagnosis, and when he arrived uninvited, unwanted, and interrupted the king as the king was trying to fly to Sandringham to recover. I think he'd had his first round of whatever treatment he's been getting for cancer, and along came Harry. So interesting that Harry flew off the table. Do you think he's flung himself on a plane? We'll read on that next, but quick health check-in for the king. We are looking at how he's doing, how worried we should be. One more shuffle. How worried Prince William is, and where this is heading in 2025. Just 2025, not going far out into the mists of time with this one. I think I've got the right energy in these cards. I'm feeling a little anxious as I'm cutting the deck. Let's remind you, it's tarot, it's for fun, it's my opinion, it's just energy I read. Disclaimer in the box below. So, King's House, where are we? What's going on? Should we be concerned? I've got the Six of Swords and it's in reverse. Yeah, we should be concerned. First of all, I have to say about the Six of Swords, it's the overseas travel card. Air travel particularly, as it's come to be in tarot. Certainly wasn't when tarot was invented many centuries ago. But it's going overseas and it's in reverse. I don't think this trip is going to happen. Or if it does happen, it's going to be happening on a very scaled down, pared down scale, like the trip to Australia was really scaled down quite radically. Second of all, and more importantly than whether he goes to Italy or not, is the notion that he's not out of the woods with this situation. The fact that he's still having treatment a year later, yeah, it's being managed, it's not being healed, cured, is the energy that's coming in, that Six of Swords, and it's cause for concern. We do have cause for concern, clearly, with that card. So, situation we're in, heart of the reading, what are we looking at here? Oh dear, oh dear, I don't like this. Sun in reverse, depressing energy, miserable energy, dark energy. Talking about the sun as life force, kind of prana. It's in short supply. Hate to say that, but that's what's coming through. So let's move on. Let's not move on before I say, obviously, that the sun represents the king as well, obviously. So how is he? We're really getting very serious indications. How is he? It's being managed. Two of Pentacles. It's being managed. It's being carefully managed. Best medical care available. And they are watching everything. They are watching all his vitals. They are watching everything. And under very tight supervision with that Two of Pentacles, being very careful. I'm sure he's being very careful with his diet and with his rest and with the resources that he's got available. Pentacles are the physical body. And so what physical resources he's got are being very carefully managed so he can just eke out enough energy to do what he's got to do. And then behind the scenes, I suspect that there are very serious repairs going on. And just to boost him. Okay, so how worried should we be? I'm silly worried in this reading. How worried should we be? We've got the World. That's a completion energy. It's a very positive completion. So it's telling me not to be anxious and upset. It's telling me that this is in the natural order of things and that there is an end in sight, but it's going to be a peaceful and a very satisfying ending in the sense of job done, every box ticked, well-rounded life lived, a life well lived. And that kind of energy, if this is triggering for you, I do apologize, switch right off. As I say, very positive. And I think kind of all eyes on him, the world looking at him, the world taking the measure of him and thinking, for all the negatives, and I know there are many negatives that you can list about, or one can list about the king. People are going to look at him and think maybe he was ahead of his time and brought attention and notice to things that we're all now looking at. All of our eyes are on. So interesting energy. How worried is Prince William? What is Prince William feeling? As I said, out and about, looking quite happy. Page of Swords, preparing. It's a preparation card. Being braced, being ready, doing your homework with that Page of Swords, getting your ducks in a row. That Page of Swords, it's on high alert. That's my high alert card, the Page of Swords, waiting, braced, ready, worried. It's not comfortable energy, but it's prepared for whatever is coming. Where are we heading this year? 2025 as I'm doing this reading. Oh dear. Four of Swords, it's in reverse. There's limping on through this energy. Should rest, should retreat, should go out of the public eye, but he's not going to because he wants to get as much done as he possibly can. So Four of Swords is not taking time off to heal and retreat and prepare for what new journey he is going to be on. He's going to stay out and about in the public eye, probably noticeably looking unwell at times. He's already wearing what looks to me like quite heavy makeup and stuff like that. So we're going to. It's going to be noticeable. We're going to see him struggling. I find this very sad. For me, in the energy, I find it actually quite heartbreaking. As I say, whatever you think of him and things that have happened under his watch, this is sad to see anyone going through this. And the king, and I come from a republic. I never grew up under a monarchy. I am quite rebellious in my worldview and all of that. I wasn't brought up in a sense of having this kind of structure in my society, not at all. I still see a role for these kind of elders in the world, and this is an elder that we are watching and that we are getting a life lesson from while he goes through this. That is my personal opinion. Very sorry to see the cards in this reading. Let's move on in the next one to Harry.